What it do, my homies, my peeps, my rounds, my friends, my partners, and most importantly, my goal chasers. This is Josh One Jones, your number one goal coach, still taking it one goal at a time. And today, my goal chasers on Goal Chasers Radio, we are talking about mental toughness. Today, we are talking mental toughness. Now, you may ask, Josh, why are we talking about mental toughness today? And I'm glad you asked. So, today, if you haven't been sleeping under a rock, you have heard Sha'Carri Richardson came in last place over the weekend in some type of invitational track event. I'm not sure exactly what type of event it was, but we all know she didn't get chosen for the Olympics, so this was a chance for her to shine. Now, a lot of people have been bashing her because she came in last place, and that's not what this video is about. We are talking mental toughness, and that young lady has some mental toughness behind her. From starting at LSU, starting college, basically becoming a superstar overnight because of her talents, dropping out of school to pursue it full time. Sponsorships from Nike, other sponsorships, also the passing of her mother, not to mention COVID, and not being picked for the Olympics. Now, we're not going to get personal as far as to what happened, but regardless, just after seeing this weekend, that young lady has some mental toughness. She says she's going to keep going and keep thriving, and that's not the end of her. So I want you guys to have the same attitude, my goal chasers. I'm going to give you 3 tips on what mentally strong people do. All right, so let's get to it. So mentally strong people, they stay grounded in their self-worth. Self-worth sometimes can get mixed up as far as physical things, such as money, such as your clothes, such as people going on vacation, or what kind of education someone has, or what kind of job someone has. People always compare that to self-worth, when really your self-worth is about who you are to the people around you. Just to be honest, if you woke up this morning, if you're breathing, you're worthy. You're already worthy. You're already 100% worthy. So don't compare yourself to others. Don't compare your self-worth to others. Just because they have a little bit more, or it can be perceived as a little bit more, or if they're a little bit happier, take a look at yourself. Take a look what you're good at and what you bring to the table to the people around you. So embrace that self-worth. That's what mentally strong people do. Also, number 2, that's 4, my bad. Number 2, embrace and adapt to change. Embrace and adapt to change, because you are going to get tested. You are gonna get tested. Like I mentioned, Sha'Carri Richardson, she's been tested since she stepped on the campus of LSU. Probably before that, things we don't even know about. So, especially during that age, that's probably the most age where the most change happens. But flex that mental muscle. Flex that mental muscle, embrace change, get out of your comfort zone. Mentally strong people don't stay in one spot as far as thinking, and their same job, if it's not giving them what they need. They don't stay in the same situation as far as relationships and friends. Mentally strong people flex that muscle, that change muscle. Because if you're changing, then you're building that mental toughness, because you're going to go through some mental things. You're going to get tested when trying something new, going after a new goal or dream. So flex that mental muscle by getting out of your comfort zone, embrace change. And when change does come, when something unexpected comes, focus on what you can do. Focus on what you can do, which leads me to tip number 3. Focus more on the process rather than the results. Focus on the process rather than the results, because it can get scary looking at that big goal. It can get terrifying. I'm telling you, it can get scary looking at that goal. But you want to break it down into a process. Design a process of reaching a goal. What is something you can do? What is something that can be in your control? Because a lot of stuff is going to be out of your control and out of your hands, but you can focus on what you can do. Some things are out of your hands, but control the process. Instead of thinking of, hey, I got a test today, I want to get an A. Why don't you focus on your study habits? Instead of focusing on, man, having that restaurant, having that big business where a lot of customers come in, focus on writing down what type of menu you want to have. Focus on how many employees you want to have. Try to study the business. So focus more on the process rather than the results, because you're going to get there way faster when you do that. Mentally strong people, they stay in the present. They don't move from the present until that next step has been taken. Okay, they don't think too far ahead. Now, it's a good motivator. Don't get me wrong, looking at that goal, looking at that big goal, that's a good motivator, but it shouldn't be the one all be all when going after your goal and dream. But to wrap things up, my goal chasers, I want to be quick here. Stay grounded in your self-worth. Don't compare yourself to anyone. Reflect on what you bring to the table, to the people around you. Embrace and adapt to change. That's number 2. Go ahead and flex that mental muscle. Flex that mental muscle. Make it stronger so you can get stronger over time. And also focus more on the process rather than the results. Focus on the process. What can you do right now? What's in your control rather what's out of your control, and looking at that bigger goal. But that's all I got, my goal chasers. Again, go on theimpelproject.com. Go check out the goal chasers gear. Go get yours after you go after your goal, after you go build that mental toughness. And also check out more content yet to come. Follow the YouTube page. Go ahead and click and subscribe and like. And you guys, I'll shout you out. But that's all I got. You guys have a great one, my goal chasers. Peace.